Everybody on the court, letting the lead fly. Mark's getting some shots on that first pole.
Mike's having some feed issues.
Now he's got it on there. Michael's slinging them down. Both men having to reload the Bulldog.
I was having a hard time with the magazine, keeping it loaded.
Michael cuts his first post down.
All right, so there you see Mark Schneider and Mike Marinaccio going at it with a Gatling gun. I mean, I love this show. Where else can you see something like that? And it was a very close competition, but unfortunately, in the end, Mark Schneider was just a shot or two behind. He joins us now on the program. Mark, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. I got to say, watching that clip, it's got to be tough knowing that you're in the elimination match, knowing that you could be going home. But, man, they sure do give you a little bit of sweetener by letting you shoot something cool like that.
Oh, yeah, it was very cool. Definitely, very cool.
So tell us a little bit about why you decided to even, audition for Top Shot. What made you do that?
Well, there was a call. When I say call, I don't mean a telephone call, but like a casting call. There was a call for shooters. I believe went out through an organization that I belong to, the USPSA, United States Practical Shooting Association.
Oh, yeah.
So that was for season 1, and for some reason, it sounded interesting, but I don't know, I was just afraid to apply because I really didn't know what to expect. So then I see season 1, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. So the call came out again for season 2, and I guess I got my interest in late, and they didn't call me back until season 3. And I said, hey, what took you guys so long to call me? And they're like, well, you were a little bit late, but are you still interested for season? And I'm like, oh, heck yeah, let's do it.
Wow, that's awesome. And so, when you got there, having seen Top Shot before, did you have any preconceived notions about what was going to happen when you actually got there to the house?
I'll be honest with you. I had some, but not. I guess I really didn't think it through because I was really going as a competitor. I really wanted to just go head to head and compete. That's really all I was focused on doing. And there's a lot more going on than that. With the house, I really wasn't prepared.
One of the things that I found fascinating watching the first few episodes of this season, the dynamic between the red team and blue team. I mean, to have you guys thrown into these, particular divisions, and you guys don't have a lot of background, interacting with one another. But very quickly, it appears the camaraderie is there, and certainly with the blue team, the desire for some extra training appeared very quickly.
Yeah, the blue team was going crazy with their mock training scenarios. So it was pretty entertaining to watch. And I'm sure they got something out of that. But regardless, we all do dry firing techniques at home. Anybody who's competing, and I know in USPSA, I do it a lot, and you'll see Olympic skiers on the top of the mountain before they go down the course. They go through it in their head. They close their eyes, imagine going down stuff. So all of that visualization does play a big role, I believe, in success.
So let's talk about last night's episode. You guys start out with the team challenge. You all are shooting the Remington 1875 revolver. Did you have any experience with wheel guns? Did you feel pretty confident going in?
My confidence didn't come from having experience with that particular pistol because that's nothing that I own or know anybody that owns. Mm-hmm. But the confidence came more from me that the pistol is, handguns is something that I'm doing with USPSA. It's been my focus for the last 4 years. Although my handgun of choice is the 1911. That's really what I have. That's what I compete with. But the mechanics are all pretty much the same in terms of what you have to do for sight picture, trigger control, all those things, and your grip. So it's all. I think it all transitions well over into the different types of handguns.
Now, what about the elimination challenge? I mean, did any of your shooting experience translate to that?
You got me with that one. You really got me with that one. That was definitely something that I think took all different kinds of skill sets to actually get through that one.
Yeah, I mean, you're shooting, for those who haven't seen this and are listening on radio, is an 1877 Gatling gun. That's basically a hand crank that you were shooting, and the challenge was to cut down basically what were representing telegraph poles. I mean, these were 15 to 25 yards out?
Yeah, it is, and the Gatling gun is that particular type. And that model is a two-man operation. So one person isn't typically doing everything at once.
Okay.
So it's usually two people. So, we had a little more going on with the loading of it as well, and the operation.
Well, like I said, I mean, it was a very close match, and I know it must have been disappointing. But overall, I mean, how'd you describe your experience on Top Shot this year?
It was definitely an awesome experience. The wonderful thing about it is, being everybody has to do pretty much the same thing when you're competing. So you're all, if it's the first time for you, it's probably the first time for the other person. So it's a playing field. The only thing that I wish I could have had was something where it was more of a handgun competition where I could really show my skills, because there's a lot on the table that I didn't get to demonstrate for the viewers.
Well, Mark, I hope that folks can see you out at the USPCA matches, and they can see for themselves what kind of shot you are.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you so much, Mark. It's great talking to you, sir. Have a good evening.
Hey, thanks a lot.